Watching Fox 40, news that matters.
Gig car share electric vehicles are now a common sight in Sacramento, giving residents a new eco-friendly way to get around. But not everybody is happy about them. The city says the cars will ultimately reduce the number of vehicles on Sacramento roads.
But for now, neighbors are saying that they're taking up too many parking spots and sometimes for days at a time. Fox 40's Doug Johnson has more on that story.
Guys, these are the cars that we're talking about. There are a dozen of them all over Sacramento streets, and as you can tell, they're taking up city parking, and that's got a lot of people pretty upset. You don't have to travel far to spot a gig car. The electric car sharing service owned by AAA has been in Sacramento for a couple of months now, but some Midtown residents say there's just too many of them.
They're everywhere. Sometimes it's like 3 or 4 of them back to back.
Jerome Roth says often he's parking several blocks away because the gig cars are filling up street parking, an area which is already very competitive.
There's a lot of stuff going around, like a lot of events around here already. So those events take up a lot of spaces, and the gig car is like, no one's using it, but it's just sitting there.
I don't like them parked overnight.
In Land Park, where there's more spaces to park, the gig cars are causing another problem for residents like Tony Gomez. They're not moving.
My concern is still, if you're not in the neighborhood, it's not, and you don't live in the area, why are you leaving it there?
Last week, he says he had to call to report one across the street from his house.
And told them, hey, this car's been there for 3 days. What's going on? And they said, oh, we'll get it out. And they got it out a couple hours later.
Feel free to reach out. These cars have permits to park for up to 72 hours.
But the city of Sacramento says residents can call 311 to have the gig cars moved whenever. In the long run, the city believes the gig cars will actually free up more parking spots.
These cars, they're turning over quickly. Rather than one person leaving a car all day, there's a car that can be parked in downtown, ready and available for the next user. On average, each free-floating car share vehicle leads to a reduction of 7 to 11 personally owned vehicles.
Still, for now, neighbors we spoke with feel they should find their own spaces.
I have a designated parking for them, like how they got these bikes out here, they got spots for it. If they have a spot for the car, that'd be cool too. And
the city says the gig is trying to work to find some of their own designated spaces, but if you need one moved or you'd like to find out more about how you can rent one of these cars, you visit our Fox 40 News app. In downtown Sacramento tonight, Doug Johnson, Fox 40 News.
Patrick Frazee, the Colorado man accused of killing his fiancée